You know, even Jesus had his skeptics, and look what he ended up doing. Tim Tebow wasted as the savior on the sidelines. This is Cold Hard Football Facts on Football Nation. Hi everybody, I'm Butch Stearns. This has not turned into a religious segment. Trust me, although Kerry Byrne of Cold Hard Football Facts is religious about his numbers. And that's what we're talking about here, Kerry.
You're sporting a kind of a Jesus look here, Butch, for the new year.
Follow me, footballers. So you're about the cold, hard numbers. You're not about faith and belief, and you're bringing up Tim Tebow as the safe. By the way, this is a slap to Jets fans. You would have made the playoffs if you played Tebow. And oh, by the way, the 9 teams that fired coaches and GMs, you would have been better off with Tebow.
Every single team, okay, you have to look at what we call real quarterback rating, Butch, which measures all aspects of quarterbacking play. Passer rating measures only passing, right? And we all know Tim Tebow is not an accurate passer. But he's a much better quarterback than just the passing numbers indicate. And we know this because his career 81.2 real quarterback rating would have been 14th in the NFL this year, Butch. It would have been better than the real quarterback rating of 4 different playoff teams. It was better than the real quarterback rating of every team that fired a coach or GM this year.
That's this list right here.
That's this list right here.
Tebow's 81.2, and all of them underneath are worse. And those are the teams on Black Monday that fired 7 coaches and 2 GMs. 5 GMs. It was a total. It was 7 coaches, 5 GMs, 3 teams fired both, and they all would have been better off with Tim Tebow at quarterback. Butch. This is not faith. This is not preaching about a guy who's a controversial lightning rod of a player. This is looking at the hard evidence, the stats, the data, the cold hard football facts, and saying he was a better quarterback than all the players they put on the field. So let's look closer. This is compelling. Let's look closer at real quarterback rating and its real importance. What is it, and why is it so important to winning?
Real quarterback rating is a measure of all aspects of quarterbacking play. It's basically passer rating, the formula for passer rating, but applied to all aspects of quarterback play. So not just passing, but rushing touchdowns, sacks, fumbles, total turnovers, all those numbers, and it kind of spits out kind of a passer rating number. But you look at the correlation to victory. This is how often you win games when you win given statistical battles. Real quarterback rating is the most important stat in football. You win this statistical battle, you're more likely to win than you are given any other statistical victory in an NFL game, which is why the Broncos last year went 8-5 with Tim Tebow at quarterback. He was consistently playing better, more efficient football than the opposing quarterback week after week if you include all aspects of quarterbacking play.
So while the critics of Tim Tebow would say, quote, he's not an NFL quarterback, it seems to me what you're saying with these numbers is he's not a traditional NFL quarterback, but if you look at why he wins, the numbers back up that he can be a winning NFL quarterback.
Just like every other quarterback in the NFL last year, he won when he played more efficiently than the opposing quarterback, and he lost when he didn't. It's simple as that. If you look, he had games where, he was rushing for a lot of yards, adding to his yardage totals, rushing for touchdowns, putting the ball in the end zone, and by the way, not appreciated, his turnover rate is very, very low. Look at his career. I looked at this, 599 career touches, 15 total turnovers. Look at Mark Sanchez this season, 509 touches, in 26 turnovers and 90 fewer touches, he had 11 more turnovers. We all know if you turn the ball over, you lose games. They would have been better off empirically with Tim Tebow at quarterback. In fact, Butch, they went 6-10. 3 games this year, they lost by less than 1 score, and their quarterbacks had multiple turnovers. Those were all winnable games if they don't suffer those multiple turnovers.
I don't think of all the things I've seen Tim Tebow do either, he's run into his offensive lineman backside and dropped the football either, has he?
Which is going to go on, Mark Sanchez's career resume is one of the most embarrassing plays of all time. But all I'm saying is the numbers, the stats, the data prove it. Rex Ryan's lucky to survive. Mike Tannenbaum was fired, the GM. Rex Ryan lucky to survive. And he's the stupidest one of all because he's the one who had the answer on his bench all season. All the other coaches fired, they were stuck in bad situations. Rex Ryan chose to suck, Butch. He chose to suck because he had a better quarterback on the bench. Tim Tebow's career real quarterback rating, 26 points better than what Mark Sanchez produced this year.
So football fans from one of those 9 cities who fired your coaches, GMs, or coaches and GMs, follow us, or better yet, follow Cold Hard Football Facts. Have faith in the numbers, the real hard numbers at Cold Hard Football Facts, and you shall all be saved.